An online firestorm is raging against Progressive Insurance Company. Many customers on Twitter and Facebook are promising to cancel their policies. The controversy erupted this week after a blogger accused Progressive of defending a driver who killed one of its own policyholders. Elaine Quijano is here with the story. Elaine, good morning.
Good morning, Anthony. The blog that sparked all that anger was posted by the brother of Caitlin Fisher, who was killed in a Baltimore car crash in 2010. Matt Fisher said he was appalled to see a lawyer for Progressive stand up in court and try to convince a jury that his sister was to blame.
This was all that was left of Caitlin Fisher's Honda Insight after the accident. A witness at the scene said the driver of the black SUV sped past him, ran a red light, and then crashed into Fisher's car, killing her almost instantly. She was 24 years old.
I was awoken by a call from my grandmother. She essentially said, "Call your parents," and hung up. And I called my dad, and he told me that my sister had died.
The driver of the SUV was insured for only $25,000, but Fisher also had a $100,000 policy with Progressive in case she was injured or killed by an underinsured negligent driver. Progressive refused to pay because in Ms. Fisher's case, there were conflicting eyewitness accounts as to who was at fault, the company said.
The reality is, if you're an insurance company and your obligation to a lot of people, a lot of your stakeholders there, and part of it is you pay out claims only when you should be paying out claims.
Fisher's family sued the other driver in court to establish his negligence. But when the trial started, the Fishers were stunned when a lawyer for Progressive intervened in the case and asked for the company to be included as a defendant.
The guy who, for better or worse, killed my sister had more than one attorney. He had two attorneys, and one of them identified himself at the beginning of the case as an employee of Progressive.
The company disputes that and notes that the other driver was represented by an attorney for his insurer, Nationwide. The trial lasted only 3 days. The jury sided with Fisher's family and awarded $760,000 in damages, but the experience left them feeling betrayed. If you are insured by Progressive and they owe you money, they will defend your killer in court in order to not pay you your policy, Matt Fisher blogged. His post went viral, shared over 11,000 times on Tumblr. Outraged customers flocked to Progressive's Facebook and Twitter pages. The company, which prides itself on customer service, made matters worse when they responded to the complaints with an auto tweet that was quickly mocked online.
"This is a tragic case, and our sympathies go out to Mr. Fisher and his family."
Progressive told CBS This Morning a jury determined that the other driver was at fault in Ms. Fisher's accident. In accordance with that decision, Progressive is actively working with the Fisher family and their legal representative to resolve the claim. Progressive participated in the trial procedures on our own behalf, while Nationwide represented the other driver. But it didn't look that way to Matt Fisher.
What did you see when you were at the trial?
He defended that guy in the case. He argued to the jury in his opening statement that he should not be found negligent. He cross-examined our witnesses. He conducted a direct examination of their witnesses. And at the end, he made a closing statement. He argued that the other guy had a green light and that my sister had a red light.
A lot of people might be upset about that. They might say that's not really good faith, but the bottom line is, from a strictly legal point of view, that's what an insurance company is allowed to do under those circumstances.
I've never met siblings as close as we were. I don't think anyone's ever loved me as much as my sister did.
In a statement sent to CBS this morning, Progressive said, as of last night, we understand from our attorney that an agreement has been reached with the Fisher family. However, we don't know the details of that agreement. Anthony and Gail.
Elaine Quijano, thanks, Elaine.